Live from the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in Mesa, Arizona, this is the Cool Time Dice Hour. Today we are investigating another mystery from the files of the Spooky Teen Squad. This is part 2 of Cry of the Arglebargle. So for those of you who are just joining us, we are back in the far-off year of 1992. We are in a small town called Northward, Kansas. So the Spooky Teen Squad has been summoned here by their friend Poppy because she is working at a local pop-up museum sent from her local university for Lewis and Clark Days. Discover the fun. And unfortunately, the site of it, an old fort, has been being attacked by a strange creature. And it's scaring everyone away. And if she fails on this, then she fails the course and her life is ruined. So her life is in your hands, Spooky Teen Squad. So remind the people who you are. Tell us your name and the character you're playing.
Hey, I'm David, and I am Harry or Harris Slick Drew. Friends call me Slick. And I, when I'm not crime investigating, I want to be in a boy band.
You would be so good at a boy band, Slick.
Thank you.
I'm Chrissy playing Winona. I am, of course, here for the mysteries and ready to solve them. But when I'm not doing that, I like to read my classic 90s literature. I got my Crichton, I got my Grisham, I got all the favorites.
This is Dorian, and I am playing Declan Blake, former football player who was injured, but then found his love of solving crimes and hanging out with these cool cats.
All right, so on your first time, you guys all went off in different places, had different adventures, which you can hear about in part 1. But the rest of the Spooky Teen Squad doesn't know what the other members did because you guys all got in at different times and just absolutely crashed. So you have not had a chance to compare notes and share your theories or anything like that. So this is the next morning. You are meeting all for breakfast at a place called Grits and Gravy. Poppy is there because she would like an update on where the investigation is going, what happened. So before we get into comparing notes, I would like to know what each of your characters have ordered. This is a typical Midwestern diner. They do pretty much regular food. Nothing fancy, but, it'll put some meat on your bones.
I like a hash, any kind of hash, and there's a whole bunch of different kinds of hash. If there's a corned beef hash, then that's perfection. But, anything that they want to just fry up some potatoes, sprinkle some meat and cheese on the top, and that is mwah. Put it in a skillet. Perfection.
I'm definitely carb loading this morning. So it's 8-stack pancakes,
all right.
2 eggs, and as many sausages as they would bring me, which I guess the number is 4 cheapskates over at Grits and Gravy.
I'm also going to stack up on some protein. We got a sandwich, but in the sandwich we have, scrambled eggs with a country fried steak, with some sautéed mushrooms, and you got also the 4 sausages. But after insisting that I need more sausages on the side, I get 10.
Okay.
And your mouth unhinges and gets really big.
Yeah.
And you fit the whole thing in at once.
All right, and of course, the 4th member of your group is Mac, the albino raven. Currently, Mac is across the street at the local dog park, scaring all the small dogs.
Excellent. We're gonna sneak out some deliciousness for Mac. We're gonna sneak out at least one of your ill-gotten sausages to give to Mac.
Okay, all right. So you guys are all sitting there, and then Poppy shows up in a hurry. She's got a big box of books and notes and everything. She's apparently has not gotten a lot of sleep. So sits down. Oh, you're still alive. The monster didn't get you. Okay, thank goodness.
This close.
That close?
I'm so terrified.
Is it big?
It's huge with wings.
I saw it was very far away and I ran away very fast. It is that big?
It's really big.
I'm so glad you survived.
Thank you.
And, oh my God, did it kill your bird?
No, our bird is happy and healthy and will be getting a sausage soon. But
Okay.
she just is not welcome in most diners.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we've learned so much, Poppy, and we have to get your perspective
Oh, okay.
on all this knowledge that we've come to possess.
All right. What did you find out?
Well, so I portrayed myself as a amazing chef and waiter last night and served some spaghetti bolognese to Madam Mayor, and I think Valentine was his name. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and here's what I found out, you guys.
Well, hold on. Before you start, did you say you served spaghetti to the mayor?
No, I served it to Valentine. Yeah.
For the bear?
At the mayor's behest.
Okay. Is he all right?
I don't know.
We're
We
still
all
figuring
had
that
a
out.
weird time.
Okay, so
Yeah, this town is
spaghetti
weird.
dinner party with the mayor.
Yeah.
Sure. Go on.
But what I heard and figured out through this spy v spy scenario is that Valentine wants to shut everything down. He wants that land so he can build his own hotel, and he wants to shut down Morton's museum. So I think Valentine's behind all this.
Well, it would make sense because if he had the monster, then that makes people not want to go to the museum, right? Okay. What happened to you, Slick?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like I mentioned before, I was absolutely terrified with everything.
Yeah, you've mentioned that a lot, Slick.
You know what? You had me be by myself. Well, with Mac, I was with Mac. But, like, I was by myself, and I didn't like that. I told you guys I didn't like that.
Okay.
But anyways, the creature has like wings, and it was like, but instead of like trying to like destroy the place, which was going to be my first guess, it was wanting to destroy the place or keep people out for some reason, it was just smearing itself like on the glass and looking at a lot of vintage maps.
It was smearing its face on the glass?
Well, yeah, it was just like pressed up against it, looking at these maps.
Like
and,
it was trying to like find something
like,
on the map?
Yeah, like trying to find something. It was really weird. But when I looked at the maps, there's no specific like thing that stood out. So I don't know what it was looking for.
I don't think there's no really like valuable maps there. I mean, most of those are recreations. They wouldn't let me have anything valuable to put inside those cases. I mean, it's a pop-up museum. They didn't trust me enough to give me anything that's actually worth anything. It's weird.
Right.
Well, but if it's a copy of something that's worth something, then maybe you can go look at where all the boogers are, and then you'll be able to say what lies beneath and whether or not it's of significance.
Okay. Good idea. And also, you.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, that was just a day in the life of the Spooky Teen Squad.
Spooky Teen Squad!
Spooky Teen Squad.
Spooky Teen Squad.
Well, guys, what was our...
Onward!
and what did you, Winona, what did you find?
Well, I went all the way to a pawn shop where I discovered that none other than Leighton Morton owes money all over this town.
What?
Well-
He's from the richest family in town.
Or maybe not owes money, but is pawning things. This is my
Oh.
suspicion because I found a piece of paper with dollar amounts and it was perforated and the addresses. And so I think that Leighton Morton is... Wait, did I know that or did I write that in my mind? I found the...
You found that
I did
that
find
he had
the-
been selling
Right.
artifacts.
Okay, I did find that
Yes,
out.
you did find that
I didn't just conclude that in my own heart and mind. So clearly, dude has got something to hide if he's selling all his artifacts. So, which makes me think, you guys, that he is probably wants the museum to stay open because he owns the rival museum.
Yes.
Yeah.
He owns the regular museum in town. And so, like,
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, ours is temporary. So, like, he's got this bee in his bonnet about us being a rival. But, like, when Lewis and Clark days are done, we're leaving. So, I don't know why he's so cranky.
Well, maybe he wants your artifacts, even though you just said they're not the best artifacts. Well, I don't know, you guys. Jeez.
Yeah, this one's a real, like, brain teaser.
Well, we've got to find out whether or not the Arglebargle is real or
It is real. I
Okay.
saw it.
okay,
No
Slick,
such thing as an Arglebargle, Slick.
Right.
Then what did I see?
I don't know.
What did you see? That's the question.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see a scary monster, it's just an unscrupulous real estate developer with a sheet over his head.
That's fair. That's what we've run into occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I just remembered. The mayor wanted us, the Valentine wanted that land declared no longer protected. Yeah, so you could build a hotel. And yeah, so that's important probably.
and what did she say?
I don't know. I don't remember, but these pancakes are awesome. Just so you guys know.
I think she said she was like down.
Yeah, that's right.
I think you mentioned that to me.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. Yeah, that was it for sure. She was down to do that. So maybe we should go confront the mayor with our information.
Okay. Wow. That seemed like a really strong response. Like, I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread. Maybe confronting the mayor is not the
Well, what
most political move?
What do you think, Poppy? I didn't know we were going to get all political up in here.
I didn't either. I just thought you were going to stop a monster.
I mean, should we go look at the boogers, or
Yeah,
what
say
do you
what-
guys think?
I
Yeah,
mean,
where do
the
you
ne-
want your investigation to go next?
The next logical step, I think, since Slick was not able to do it and all he learned is that he's scared, is that we hide out and confront the monster.
Also, let's like look for clues left behind to see if there's like footprints made of rubber stamps.
Oh, I like that one. That's like our case down in Wichita Falls.
Oh, I remember Wichita.
Yeah. It could be rubber stamp feet again.
And what was the name of the monster in Wichita?
Its name was Lucy the
Goosey.
Lucy the
Lucy
Goosey.
the Goosey.
Yeah, that was
Sure.
it.
Everyone
it was a
remembers that.
12-foot goose.
Yeah. Made
with
me allergic
glowing
to
eyes.
gooses, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
and
geese.
now to this day, Slick can't do a down comforter.
No.
He can't do it because of the loosey goosey.
I mean, but we all know it wasn't really a Lucy Goosey. It was Lucy Smith, the owner of the shoe store, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Because she wanted she wanted the mall to close,
Right.
so that people would come to her mom and pop shoe store.
And what do we know to be true, you guys? Malls will never close.
Never.
Malls will never close.
Ready?
One thing we can count on.
Malls!
So, in all your time, I don't see that you went to the art store, but it looks like you did. So, what did you find there?
We went to an art store.
Well, yeah, your bird has a tag from the art store. So you see that
What?
that Mac has rejoined you, and he's sitting on the bar. You're sitting at the outdoor part of the cafe. And he's sitting there, and he's holding the crayon
Oh, right.
slip. Slick had it, but somehow
Oh,
Mac now has it.
Mac, what did you and Slick do?
Yeah.
Wait, Mac, tell us where to go.
I mean, yeah, he and I found this together.
You could have mentioned that, Slick.
I'm sorry, I thought I already did.
All right, well, this is our next best lead.
Yeah, and it's from the local art store. I assume that you had been there.
No.
did
No,
some-
not yet.
Yeah, that's a claim ticket. Like if you basically make like pottery or whatever, and then you leave it there, they give you this half of it. So it's called Seize the Crayon.
Oh, that's a funny pun. Seize the crayon. Get it. I got it.
All right, so then they give you that bottom half to come back in and pick up your art. So I
Well,
thought you had done
let's
some
go.
art or
Let's
something?
go to the art store and see what we can find there.
Okay.
Right.
We did a split up. Should we stay together this time?
Please,
think
let's
so.
stay together.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping that Declan, you could come and help because they trashed the museum, and I noticed that your arms are a lot bigger than they were.
Oh,
when you
stop
were in high
it,
school,
Poppy.
that
Yeah.
you could maybe help me lift the
I'll
heavy
help you.
things and put them on there.
It would be my honor to help you.
The studio audience goes, ooh. Okay, well, I guess me and Slick can go to the art.
Yeah. And Mac, too.
Yeah, well, obviously, Mac.
Yeah.
He's got to, like, carry that little slip of paper for us.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Rad. All right.
All right, so you head over to it's a small town, not that far away. You can walk there. Okay, so then you are on your way, you enter in a very nice, very small art store, and there's one person working behind the counter, and then another person sort of walking through the aisles with a serious expression. So the person behind the counter looks a lot like Dorian. So basically, there's one person sort of behind the counter looking sort of very straight and nervous. Young person, and there's somebody else in a business suit sort of walking through the aisles, and that's what was there. And it's it's modest art store, but you've got pretty much everything you'd expect: crayons and markers and.
Slick, I think you should go talk to the suit while I figure out what's up with this.
I mean, sure. Let me just put these scented markers down.
Yeah, got some of those back home.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to walk over to the business.
Okay.
Gentleman.
Hello. All right. Is there anything I can help you find?
Yes, actually, we are investigating something. I don't know if you've heard of us. We are the Spooky Teen Squad.
I'm sorry, I'm not from around here.
That's fair. But we're investigating a case with the pop-up museum. I don't know if you've heard of the Arglebargle when you've arrived.
No.
No? Well, we found this slip here, and we were just wondering, if you could tell us who got this slip.
No. But you can go talk to Bob. Bob was working at the register. I'm sure we'll be able to help you with anything else.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay, well,
Leading this guy at the counter.
let's have Mac watch him.
Okay. Mac, stay with that guy.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to Seize the Crayon, where we say, Carpe Colored DM Pictures.
Wow.
My name is
That
Bob.
rad.
My name is Bob. How can I help you today?
Well, Bob, we found this piece of evidence, and we want to know what you can tell us about Cray on 1213.
Well, that's just one of our claim slips here at our. But I'm a little busy, so if you guys just don't mind, I need to finish organizing these brush tips.
Listen here, Bob.
There is no one else in the store, just the other one guy.
You can organize your tips when you're done tipping us off as to where we can, what do we claim with this claim slip? If it's a claim slip, what does it claim?
Can you lower your voice? Just lower your voice a
I'll
little
lower
bit.
my voice when
Okay,
you lower
just
your
lower your voice.
defenses.
Whoa,
He asked us to lower our voices.
Oh, okay.
So we are lowering our voices now. Can you please tell us who got this claim?
Listen, I have a list of 20 items that I have to complete today before my boss will even consider bringing me on full time. So I can help you when I'm done with my list of 20. Okay?
Okay, Slick.
Yeah.
What if you, me, and Mac help this person get their jobs done so that they'll tell us what we need to know?
I mean, I'll help where I can. I think that will be best. Yeah.
How about we engage in a montage where we run around and help you do all your chores, and then you give us the information that we need.
First off, thank you. Secondly, I love montages. Thirdly, yes, if you will do items 7 through 10, which include putting away these easels and paint buckets, I will help you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Montage.
Cue the jaunty
Montage.
music. All right.
Montage.
So,
Montage.
all right. So tell me how you are helping out.
I'm going to take the easels and put them on the easel stands, and I'm looking all around while I do.
You gotta be careful with those. You know why? Because easel come, easel go. All right. Let's see. Make me a roll. Make me a moves roll. At this point, we're just looking for horrible failures.
15.
Okay, 15 is good. You stack them up in a aesthetically pleasing way. No problems. Slick. What are you doing, Tom?
I am going to take the paint bucket,
Okay.
and if there's stuff in it, I'm going to lift up the buckets and try to find where all the stuff in the buckets go. And then I'm going to ask him, I think Bob, right? I'm going to ask Bob to see if he has a label maker. I'm just going to start labeling everything for him.
Very nice. Okay. All right.
Got a little touch of the organizer.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Then make me a smarts roll if you would be so kind.
Okay. 9.
9. Oh, well, 9, and you have a 5, so you're okay. You misspelled a couple things on the label maker, but it's fine. They are labeled. That's what's important.
It looks cooler. Instead of using an E, you're using the number 3. That's my opinion.
What are you going to try and have Mac do? We'll roll for Mac has his own set of
He
stuff.
said he needed to organize the brush tips.
Ooh,
So that
okay.
seems like Mac would be perfect at that, but he would also like steal a color.
Probably. Let's see how Mac does it. Ooh, Mac does not do very well. Mac doesn't quite understand the assignment, and basically has now pulled all of the brush tips out of the sorting thing onto the ground.
Good. Look, Mac thinks that people will buy them more if they're out.
So they can see them.
This is not going to help me get my full-time position here at Crayon. Okay, but fine. Look, you guys, whatever it is that you need to know, I'll tell you and then you can go.
Give us the item that comes with this claim slip.
And also, if you know, like, if you log who has what slip, if you could tell us who was supposed to have
You want me to tell you who's on this slip?
Well,
And-
who received the slip?
Who made the thing and what is the thing, and then give it to us.
Yep.
Okay.
You were a part-timer. You were not here when the thing brought in, but you can get them you can go in and pull the stuff out, but you have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, basically, here it is.
You see, I'm only a part-timer right now. And if I had got those paints and everything organized, here's your thing. I have to go to the back. It's time for my 15-minute break.
Well, have fun.
Okay, bye. It was so nice to get to know you, Bob.
As you see him run by the guy, like, you see him pull out a little walkie going. But the investigation continues. You're here to help the whole town, not the individuals, right? Okay, so you pull it out, and it's a big art portfolio. So as you bring it out, it is basically like a giant art, like an actual print. Like basically someone has taken an image and then done it. And there's a little note from someone in very cursive handwriting saying that we didn't know what color you wanted, so I gave you a bunch of different options. So it looks like they ran the same one in multiple colors because it wasn't specified what it was. But essentially what it is like is it just seems like a big square. And then there's sort of like a design. As you see the lighter colors, you actually can see there is a much more ornate design in the middle of this square. The square is probably like, I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet in the middle of this, poster board. So there's multiple images of it, but it's the same thing over and over and over again.
Is it an image or is it like a design?
As you get to the back, you find basically there is an original, essentially a photocopy that they did on a large scale photocopier. So it's like the same thing, but just in black and white. Okay. But then but for that, just looking at a black square, only when you see in the prints does the sort of the carved part in the middle show up.
Okay. So it looks like this is a rendering of a 3D object.
Yes. I mean, in 1992, from a photocopier and a Midwestern art studio, yes.
Does it look like it's something that would be a fake artifact, like someone's trying to have a fake artifact?
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have you roll. Looking at the thing to see what the roll should be. All right. Yeah. A smarts roll. You're a sleuth, so you get a bonus on that. You get +3.
9.
9 + 3. Well, you'd have a good thing of smarts, but no, it doesn't look like anyone's trying to manufacture something. It looks like an actual object that they did sort of a thing on and then tried to be artistic about it because it's art studio.
Ooh, like maybe like a rubbing or something?
Yeah, that kind of thing. And with that roll, that's about all you can figure from that perspective.
What do you think, Slick?
I mean, I'm not really an art guy, but other than music, I do performing arts. But
does it seem like something that would, if you're into performing arts, is this something that would be at a venue? Would you put this up at I don't know, say a new classy hotel?
Well, yeah, I would say especially since there's different examples with different colors, maybe some sort of decoration of some sort that.
Yeah.
would be like maybe a centerpiece of the hotel.
All right. Make me a smarts roll, Slick.
Smarts. 6 plus 5, that's 11.
11, okay. You feel like you've seen this image before, but you don't know where.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know where I've seen it.
Was it at the museum?
Maybe?
Well, let's take it with us.
Okay, and then we'll compare other things with it, I guess.
Maybe it's under the boogers.
You could say that's pretty bogus.
Onward!
All right, so you're reconvening back at the pop-up museum? Okay. All right, so Poppy has been very, very nice, but basically has been having you lift all kinds of things, which, like, I don't think this was actually knocked down, but, you know, but by the time you get out, like, Slick can tell, he actually has done a significant amount of work getting it back up and going, so it's looking good when then the rest of the squad enters.
Great job, Declan.
Yeah, no sweat. Just doing my part.
You know, if you're hot and you want to take your shirt off, that's fine. I mean, there's no air conditioning in here.
Oh,
so.
thank you so much. It's like takes off his shirt.
All right. Well, that'll do for us today. Good job, Slick.
Well, did you learn anything?
Well, I've been just moving stuff around for Poppy. She kept making me pick big things up and put them over here, and then sometimes take that same big thing and move it right back to where it was before. So no. Did you guys learn anything?
Yeah. Tell him, Slick.
We found what would you call it? Rendering of some sort of artifact with different colors.
Let me take a look at it. Maybe
2 feet by 2 feet.
Maybe I know. Maybe I've seen it before.
Maybe you have. Make me a spark roll, please.
3, 4, 5.
3 plus 4 plus 5?
Yeah, 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2.
Yeah, you actually instantly recognize it because you've been seeing it all day. It's the logo of the Lewis and Clark expedition. It's on all of the banners that they have been putting up everywhere.
That's for sure the Lewis and Clark expedition banner, y'all. Right, Poppy?
It's like the mark they would put on all of their official documents.
Oh, well, but you said it's 2 feet by 2 feet,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So then if someone was trying to fake documents, that wouldn't help them.
Correct.
Huh. What do you think, Poppy?
Well, they're really pretty. I guess we can hang them up around the exhibit.
Does this portfolio look like it belongs to anybody you know?
No, I don't really know anybody in town. I know Dr. Cross, and I know that's pretty much it.
You guys, what if somebody is trying to close down Poppy's exhibit so that they can take all this cool stuff and have their own Lewis and Clark exhibit?
Oh.
And then this is their logo.
Right.
I mean, I wish that kid at the art store didn't go to pieces and could have told us who it belonged to.
Right. That would have been helpful.
Poor Bob.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty good clue.
So wait, are you saying that you think that it's Morton's doing?
It can either be Morton's or maybe Mr. Valentine is planning to make a little wing dedicated to what used to be there.
Right. You know, I think like our biggest...
Another idea.
Okay.
Because I think everybody at this point maybe did it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Dr. Cross.
Right, because he wants all the credit and like reputation. So if he has his own like Lewis and Clark place, that just helps build his reputation more.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dr. Cross! Oh my god, I totally forgot. Oh, he gave me a list of things I was supposed to do, and I totally didn't do them because I got distracted this morning. I don't remember why. But
Wait, what distracted you, Poppy?
The monster. It was the monster that distracted me. That was it. That was it.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, you saw it. You know, right?
Fine.
Very distracting. He wanted me to bring a bunch of books to the used bookstore to sell them off. A box of books. Can you please? I have to finish getting the thing ready. Can you please bring the box of books over there? It doesn't matter how much they give you. He loves trashy romance novels. He buys them from the used bookstore and then sells them back. It seems like a really bad, if you want to just borrow a book, then go to the library, but whatever.
That seems like a
this
really
is what he
bad
likes to do.
investment.
So I was supposed to take the box of books. Can you please just run them for him? Because he's about to leave town and I'm supposed to do this.
Absolutely. We are so good at helping people finish lists, right, Slick?
Of course.
Wait,
And labeling.
did you guys get to do a montage?
We did
We
a
did.
whole montage.
Oh, dang.
Well,
I
why don't
love
you go with us
montages.
this time?
All right. Maybe we should look
Crossing the town montage?
Yeah.
Crossing the town, crossing the
Montage.
town.
Putting my
Montage.
shirt back on.
Tell me
Montage.
what we see in the Crossing the Town montage.
Look over there, it's the post office.
Look over there, it's Ace True Value.
Look over there, it's grits and gravy, and I'm just realizing I'm still hungry.
We could get a snack at the lemonade stand that's over there.
We can get some parts at the Radio Shack.
And I'm still looking over at the lemonade stand, and apparently it's overpriced.
All right. So you head over to the bookstore, which has a name. It is called Faded Follies.
Faded.
Yes. And as now it's sort of getting more towards lunchtime, the town has picked up a lot. So you can see a lot of people are like in town because tomorrow is the big unveiling, the start of Lewis and Clark days. So there's a lot more people around. And as you actually go into the bookstore is really busy. There's like a lot of activity going on inside here.
And we have the box of books.
Yes.
So I want to shake all the books and see if anything falls out.
Okay. It's like a crate.
Oh, well, I'm going to pick them all out.
Oh, okay. You're gonna
Pick
go
'em
through
out.
all the thing too. Yeah, they're mostly trashy, romance novels, like she said. Used that have been through. The only thing that's out of place in there is a dictionary of diction. Don't know what that's about, but that's the only one that's sort of not of the same genre.
I want to pick that one up and fan through it to see if there's anything like stuck in the pages or if there's notes in the margins.
Oh, okay. There's as you go through, it's basically like a 1950s instruction manual, like and showing like how you position your mouth to do different sounds.
Oh, okay.
But there doesn't seem to be any annotations or nothing stuck in the.
Guys,
What?
look at this crazy book.
Okay.
Don't you think that this would be a really useful book for someone who wanted to make weird Arglebargle sounds?
Dude, that's brilliant. Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's mainly to make you sound more fancy, but maybe you could use it for ill-gotten gains.
Oh, I like that word, ill-gotten gains. Yeah.
It's several words.
Yeah.
More like a phrase, like it's a good phrase.
It's like a whole sentence.
Well, the word gains is the one I like the most, but yeah, cool. Yeah.
Can I look at like specific like mouth positions in the book to see if I recognize them from seeing the Arglebargle?
Sure. Make me a smarts roll.
Let's see. 8.
8. No.
It could be. It couldn't be. I don't know.
Oh,
Good thought, though, Slick. I love it.
did Mac? Maybe Mac would be. Remember? Because Mac also has a beak-like protuberance.
Maybe. Mac, do you recognize Arglebargle through these pages?
We're gonna just fan through it and see if anything comes to Mac.
Okay. No. Let's see. He gets to the AU page and then tears the page out. I don't know how you want to interpret that, but.
Ooh,
Arglebargle.
I think you just devalued that book, though.
Yeah, we did. They're not gonna want to buy it now.
No. Well, let's sell it to the bookstore. Maybe they know something.
Okay, Declan,
Yeah.
do your thing. Charm them. Get
Okay.
some information.
All right.
Maybe find out if Dr. Cross sold any other weird books that weren't romance books.
All right, I will. Oh, bookkeeper.
Oh my God, are you the jugglers?
Jugglers?
We can be jugglers.
Oh, fantastic. The kids are ready. I've been giving them a ton of sugar, but it turns out I'm really bad with kids, and that was a terrible idea. You're half an hour late, but that's fine. If you want to just get up there and get going, we're ready. They are more than ready.
Do you have some balls that we could use, or?
Sure, I can find something.
Okay.
We could also just juggle these books.
Oh, books. Yeah.
All right. Where are we going?
In the back. So it's basically, the guy runs and basically brings you around, and all the kids are there, like, ready and going. There's a whole story time area set up. And for Lewis and Clark days. So then there, the stage is bare, and he goes around and finds some used Beanie Babies for you, and puts them in a little basket. And goes, "Whenever you're ready, go ahead."
Hello, ladies and gentle kids. We're the Spooky Teen Squad, and we're gonna juggle for you. Go for it, Slick.
All right.
Yeah, Slick, do your thing.
So I'm gonna pick up some of these used Beanie Babies,
Okay.
And start juggling. And then my next act after that will be to take some of rip open some of the pages of the romance novel.
Oh,
and
okay.
like I'm gonna pull out my weirdness magnet and like try to do magic tricks, like making it go through my ears and nose.
Wow. Okay. All right. I like it. All right. Give me. Let's see. Let's do a moves roll for your attempt at juggling. Which
Okay.
Has Slick ever juggled before?
I don't know.
Okay.
16 in total.
Okay. 16 is pretty good. Like, you managed to keep a couple of these up in the air. All right. So then, what you wanted to then try and do some magic as well?
Do magic. With
Also
the
do magic.
paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird magic.
All right. Then. I guess. Make me a smarts roll then.
15 total.
Okay, all right. Not quite as successful as the juggling, but it's still pretty good. You get from they're an easy crowd at the point, even though they're sugar high, and you get a lot of All right, what's Winona doing?
Winona is.
When it's her turn to
going-
take stage, I mean, I assume you guys are trading off. Are you doing the same time? Like, what's?
She's gonna have Mac. She's gonna whisper to Mac to go steal things from the children. So
okay.
if they have like little like toys and stuff, she's gonna have Mac go steal the toy and then bring it to her and then fly it back to the kid,
Okay.
like as a way of entertaining.
All right, I like it. All right, I will make a roll for Mac.
We're gonna steal your stuff and then give it back.
All right, I will like you make a smarts roll to try and convey to Mac what you're trying to do. That he has to return the things. That is the.
Wait, I just realized one of my abilities is magician. So.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right, so then
Yeah.
your magic trick was much more successful than I thought. I did not see that on this. What was it? What plus 2 or something? Okay, all right. Oh yeah, that pushes you way up.
And mine is 18.
Oh, very nice. And Mac rolled very well as well. So Mac gets it. Like, the two of you have a bond. So like, it gets to the point, like, it starts out as just like whatever is in their hands up to, and then it gets to the point where he can fly over, take off a kid's beret, fly it over, and then go back and then put it back on the kid's hair. I mean, like, it's amazing. The kids are in love. And good luck topping that.
Hey kids, my name's Declan, and today I'm going to talk to you about fitness, and I'm just going to start doing push-ups.
Okay, all right. Are you going for any particular?
100 push-ups.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I guess. Let's see. We haven't done a health roll. Let's do a health roll to see how.
My
Let's
health
see if that
is
big breakfast is coming at you or not.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 13.
Okay. All right. You are.
No, 15. Yeah.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You are successfully doing push-ups, and they're getting pretty squirrely. The kids are starting to get up and wander around.
I start to add like this fitness music song, like
Oh.
you wanna be the best you can be.
Okay.
And start singing while he's doing the push-ups.
Okay. Well, we roll me one die. I want to see what we can add on to this thing. Is Winona adding anything on?
Yeah, I want to have. I want to see if Mac can go under. Like,
Oh!
when he goes up.
Okay.
Like, Mac flies under.
Okay. I will roll me one die to add on to. What do you
I
do?
rolled a 1.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay. All right. The song is going great. You rolled a 1?
One.
1. Okay. All right. But Mac pretty much gets it. Instead of going, like, looping around, he basically is hopping back and forth as you go under, which is still bird tricks and doing it. So, but that pushes it up. I think we're into the 20s here. I didn't do the math in it too. But it's a good finale, and everybody is, and then you sort of take your big bow, and all the kids are running around.
Remember what Arnold Schwarzenegger says, kids. You gotta stay fit.
Parents are like,
true.
is that what Arnold Schwarzenegger did?
true. And
You
keep
know,
reading.
he's the presidential fitness guy.
That's right.
Yeah, keep reading your books, kids.
All right. So then you go back to the front, and Josh is the person who runs the thing. Like, oh my God, you guys are so much better than advertised. I didn't know you had a bird. It wasn't on your flyer at all.
We're full of surprises. We're the Spooky Teen Squad.
That's also not who I booked, but okay. I thought you were the Dewdrop Jugglers.
We changed our name.
Yeah,
Oh,
when we
okay.
got here.
Guys,
Yeah.
we can't do that. They might be missing, and someone needs to know that they're not here.
Oh my boss already wrote the check out to the Dewdrop Jugglers, but I can give you a gift certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are those books for me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna sell these to you. We're at
okay.
the bookstore. Listen, what's that guy's name?
Josh.
Oh, no, not Josh. The
Oh, Dr. Cross?
yeah. Listen, do you guys buy things from Dr. Cross a lot?
Oh, this is the next Dr. Cross box? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Now, are you selling these, or am I shredding them like the other one?
Oh.
You shredded something?
What did you shred?
Not with that. Well, say shredding. It's actually pulping. We make our own books. We make our own paper. I can show you. We have a whole display of all
Yeah.
the different
Yes,
things.
please.
Yes, please.
All right,
Take us
brings you
over.
over, and basically they have like their own set of handmade books, like they're blank, they're journals essentially, but they have made their own paper, which explains the weird smell that you didn't notice until you got here before. But yeah, so am I pulping these or the other one? Honestly, I haven't really done the last batch that he dropped off, so
You're not
Hope he's
pulling
not
these.
mad.
We're selling these, and we, as a part of our trade, need to look through the other batch of books.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
asked us to look through it.
okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, sure. I'll go start running the numbers up, and here's the other box. That's pretty good. So, all right, so he gives you that box, and then takes yours to go to the front to go, evaluate it in true half price books fashion. Okay, so then as you go through, these are actually Dr. Cross's notes from the excavation that he did for Valentine when he was brought out when the campsite was revealed. So, for those of you who are just joining us, and before the Spooky Teen Squad was even involved, Dr. Cross was hired by Valentine because a historical campsite was discovered on the land where he was building the first half of his hotel. So that's why Dr. Cross was in town. So these are the notes that he made for those things. And they all seem like very official, like they all are, professionally done, everything too. Like basically going through his process of how he determined that this was not of historical significance and that the artifacts that he found were useless.
Well, that changes what I thought about.
Wait, what did you think?
I mean, I thought we had a pretty good theory.
Well, I'd say it is theory time. So
Uh-oh.
I'd say you probably want to gather together, maybe in the Beast, so you're away from everybody else, or wherever you want to. I'm not.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, all theories have to be
Right, so let's-
done in the
Let's
beast.
get everything on the table and then see if you can figure out what's going on, because the next step will be, of course, to trap the monster.
That's right. Listen, I think at this point, all roads lead to Valentine. That's my best guess, based on all the information I has. He has motive, he's got money, and he's full of spaghetti right now because I made him dinner.
But why do you think that it's Valentine? What does Valentine have to gain from the museum closing?
He gets to make the land, and he's going to build his own museum, right? That's in my notes, I believe.
Okay. What do you think, Slick?
Yeah, what do you think, Slick? Besides, you think the monster's alive?
Well, I think if it's not an actual monster, I'm kind of torn between Valentine and Dr. Cross, because I mean we still don't know what was being looked for on the maps, but we do have the notes of the excavation, and so he would have known at the landscape, right? And so maybe there is something with the rendition of the Lewis and Clark logo, that maybe there's something that's even way more valuable hidden somewhere. And so Dr. Cross maybe said, hey, there's nothing of value. As soon as this museum's gone, you can build your hotel. But really I don't know. I think it's Dr. Cross. I can't really, other than him building his reputation to find something really valuable, I can't think of any other motive. but I think it could be Valentine or Cross. Either one.
You think that possibly Cross is lying about not finding anything of significance so that he can later claim the discovery?
Yeah, and the Arglebargle is to scare people away.
So that he can take all of the artifacts?
Yes.
And he's in league with Valentine to get rid of this museum so that the hotel can be built? Are we all forgetting that Leighton Morton needs money and that I'm guessing that all of these objects will go into his museum?
All of these objects that aren't worth anything and aren't have any significant value?
But what if there is something of significant value?
I mean, what if it's Poppy? She was acting super weird this afternoon.
No, it's Poppy.
I don't think it's Poppy.
Poppy needs to get a good grade.
Yeah,
All
it can't be
right.
Poppy.
Look, I mean, I think that we just gotta trap this monster. That's our only.
But who do you think it is?
I just told you. I think it's
You
Valentine.
think it's Valentine?
That's my only
think
guess
it's
at this
Cross?
I think
point.
it's Cross.
And who does Winona think?
I think it's Leighton Morton.
Okay.
Wow. You guys, I don't feel like we've ever been this disconnected. You know what? This is just like in Durham.
Colorado?
Yeah. No, that was Durango, Colorado.
Oh, Durham, North Carolina?
I was thinking of Durham, North Carolina when we all thought the monster was different.
And Winona, what was the name of that monster?
That monster was called the Pink Eye. And it caused an outbreak of pink eye.
I always thought that was on the nose.
Well,
I didn't touch my eyes for like months.
I know we wash our hands so much. 'Cause pink eye is gross.
It's super gross.
Yeah, and I tell you what, once we found out that the culprit was really the kindergarten teacher who was sick of getting pink eye from all of her students, things really changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Look, let's just catch this monster.
Okay. As you guys have been reminiscing, Mac has been drawing in the dirt. And as you look down, you see that he has drawn basically his version of the art print. Like he's drawn the square and he's drawn like, the bird equivalent of the symbol.
And I remember why I thought it was Dr. Cross before. It was because he had the Arglebargle book.
Mm-hmm.
And because he wanted his notes pulped. So now I think it's Dr. Cross too.
Okay, so that's 2 against 1.
So Mac is drawing.
Declan, can you make me a smarts roll?
Yes.
I know it's not your strong suit, but
7, and then my smarts are actually 2. So 7, 8, 9.
seeing Mac's version of this in brown, you suddenly realize that it looks the same shape as the box that's in the display. You saw it today because you were moving everything around. But one of the artifacts they brought in was a box. And now seeing it not in purple or orange or anything too, it's in brown, it looks like the same shape as the box.
We should go look in that box. There's a box, you guys. Good job, Mac. You guys, there's a box with this symbol on it.
Let's go
Yeah,
look.
let's go.
Driving back through the city. On my left is...
Treat ourselves to lemonade because we need our energy for the fight ahead.
Northward.
All right, northward.
Northward!
Okay. You arrive there just as Poppy is leaving. She's locking the place up.
Poppy,
Oh, hey, hi. It's you know what time it is, right?
it's
Yeah.
time for us to catch this monster for you, Poppy.
You're really gonna do this?
We think we know who it is.
It's time.
It's time.
Okay. Are you okay if I lock you in?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the way we like it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, do you need to get anything from in town before I do that? Because once I lock the door, I can't unlock it until morning.
We need one rope. Does anybody have
Yeah,
one
are you
rope?
gonna set
We
a
do
trap?
realize how big the monster is.
We'll assume you have it. We're gonna get to the planning stage. So let's do the planning stage now. Okay. So once she locks the door, you can't go out and get anything else. So I need to know what the plan is to catch the monster. Now, what I'd like from you is a 3-part plan. So each of you to contribute something, and then you're going to roll on it, and then we'll see contribute if you can you roll better than monster. So, we'll start with you because you're probably end up going to be the bait.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me the first part of the plan, and then we'll go down the row and then you. So basically, this can be, you can use anything. We'll say you have a reasonable amount of things in the beast that you bring with you because it's a giant station wagon. But if there's anything specific you want from the town that you've seen over this thing, you can then go run and get it to add to your part of it. So whatever, basically, this is just your imagination, but also try and go for what you know your character is good at because you're going to be rolling. So you don't want to do something that involves you lifting heavy things, for instance. Maybe leave that there. So like it's going to go 1, 2, 3. So basically you guys be thinking about this too because it's going to be additive.
Well, we know the Arglebargle likes to stay in the museum. So, and it likes to lure in, likes to get rid of like security guards, I would imagine. So I could disguise myself as a security guard.
Good one.
Okay,
And
I like it.
just start talking by myself, or I guess talking to Mac and being like, "Hey, don't you know the hot gossip of Mr. Valentine and how he plans to destroy the whole community?" And just see if that attracts the Arglebargle.
Okay, I like
Good
it.
call. I
Okay.
like that, Slick. Good job.
All right, so then that will lure them into Winona's part of the plan.
Okay. So we're gonna put a whole bunch of slippery books down on the ground.
Okay,
Slippery books.
That
All
will
right.
cause.
books and then get them wet.
No, you'll slip if you step on them because
Oh,
you're
okay.
not expecting it.
So then I will need to avoid them.
You'll have to
So like
jump-
National Geographic kind of like slick,
Yeah,
slick
exactly.
cover sort of. Gotcha.
And
Okay.
of course, Slick will know how to step through in such a way.
Okay.
But the Arglebargle won't. So it will slip on the books and go sliding into a large canvas backdrop that will then collapse on top of the Arglebargle, trapping it.
Okay. Which then leads to Declan's part.
Declan is going to go back to the bookstore and get some pulp and add it to the books
Oh,
Okay.
on the ground. And then once the canvas comes down, Declan's going to tackle the monster,
Oh,
the
okay.
Arglebargle.
All right. And you're going to just
I'm gonna
bodily
wrestle
restrain
him
it?
down
Okay.
with my rope. I'm going to wrap it around him.
Okay. All right. So then let's go down the line. So Slick, give me a roll. Make sure that we're adding in all of your applicable bonuses. Looking at your character sheet too, making sure I don't forget anything. Well, probably we're gonna have you roll, to not slip on the things too. But this is to your performance thing. So there's plenty of guards because no one will work as a security guards. You have your choice of outfits, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess someone dressed and try to get what's the I guess
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's do.
what does the outfit?
Let's do a smarts roll, but I'm going to give you a bonus for you were talking about doing the hot gossip. So I see you're connected too. So I'm going to give you a bonus on that too. So whatever you roll plus 7. So roll 3d6 and then
Plus 7, 11.
very nice. Okay. Well, we'll see. We're fooled by as
Do I need to roll for maneuvering?
We'll get there.
We'll get there,
when the
okay.
actual thing happens. But yeah, but you're the scene is set. You have your character. You have your idea. You're good. Okay, Chrissy, you would give me a roll as well for setting up the books and the backdrop. So that'd probably be a smarts roll, and then there you go. Let's do we'll do bookworm because you use the book. So that plus another d6.
Okay.
So add those and then throw another d6 on there.
10, 11, 12. So if I add my smarts to it, then it's 23.
Okay. All right. I say that is the part you want to have the good roll on. So, all right. And then Declan.
All right.
Actually, roll me a d6 to add on to that 23 because you went and got the pulp.
Right. 2.
Okay. Say 25. Makes it that much better. All right. And then give me. Then we'll wait and do your physical. Right? You have your rope. You are in
got
position.
my rope.
Where are you positioning yourself inside the trap zone?
I'm gonna hide like behind one of the big shelves so that the Arglebargle can't see me when it comes down the hall.
Okay, so you gather your stuff, you put it in there. Poppy locks the door and gets the heck out of there. So you are all alone, and so it is. Anything you want to be planning or discussing before
Should we look in
the
that
time
box
goes?
first before we start?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've got time. You have the
Look in the
place
box.
to
Let's
yourself.
look in the box. We're gonna look inside the box.
Okay. The cabinet is there. The cabinet is locked, but it's clear. It's clear lucite, so you can see in and stuff too. And yeah, as you have the art print, that is what they did a copy of. So
What if we just break this cabinet and blame it on the Arglebargle later?
Sounds good to
Okay,
me.
yeah.
All right.
destruction of property. Okay. All right. Yeah.
We're hopped up on lemonade.
Right.
Woo.
All right. Yeah. They say it takes a while, but no one's around. So you manage to shatter the lucite, essentially, and very carefully reach in and pull the box. And so as you bring it out, then it is, like I said, about 2 feet by 2 feet, big, thick, heavy. I mean, it's old. It had been buried for however many years. But then as you're sort of holding it underneath the light inside, you can see there is an inscription, like basically that there is a faded carving of the Lewis and Clark expedition sigil on the top of it.
You guys, this looks like it's actually real.
Because you know what you're looking for, you can see it. But essentially, and if you weren't an expert, if you already had been directed this way, you probably would have missed it entirely.
Can we open the box?
You can try, but it's very old.
All right, well, maybe we don't want to. I don't want to destruct good property. Does that make you guys think that maybe it's the dude now because he
Dr.
lied?
Ross.
Because he lied?
Because he not lied.
Yeah.
I think he's in league with Valentine.
Oh,
but yeah,
maybe.
now I think it's Dr. Cross.
All right. Let's get ready to catch the... Oh, that sounds like Arglebargle sounds.
To my place.
Okay. Good luck.
Places, everyone.
Well, Mac, I've heard that Mr. Valentine is planning to add 300 hotels in all these acres. Man, if I had my hands on Mr. Valentine,
You
he
start
would
to hear
Slick. Say more
get
security guard things, Slick.
perimeter and checking surveillance. And getting the flashlight, turning it on, looking around.
And you see at the end of the hall is the Arglebargle. You scream, it screams, and it's coming at you.
I'm running towards the slippery books.
All right, here we go, man. I hope you have a good roll on this one. Okay. Or not. All right, make me a moves roll, please.
19 total.
19 total. Add +2 because you are nimble.
Okay.
And
So
you make it
21.
through. Right. You do end up sliding, but you slide through and right past where you see the rest of them hiding and out the other side.
Sweet.
And I'll roll for the Arglebargle too. He rolls poorly. All right. Rolls under an 11. Okay, so Arglebargle runs through, wide, claws out, and hits the thing, and then just starts spinning all around. And so then, is it to run into, or are you activating
He's
the...
going to run into the canvas and then it will fall, it will drape over him.
Okay, all right. So it slides over, hits the canvas, falls over. All you hear it's muffled screaming and thrashing around. It's getting up, and you...
Just like in the fourth quarter, Declan.
You can do this.
Declan's gonna run at it and tackle it and wrap the rope all around.
All right, give me a strength roll and add a +3 because you are sporty.
4, 5 plus 12, so that's 17, 18, 19.
19 will do it.
Yeah!
All right. After that, so you have, and you hold it down, you wrap the thing around, and you sit up, and then you're there. So, are you unveiling now, or are you going to try and get the town involved?
No, let's throw him in the beast and head right down to the city town square.
All right.
Where we got to show Poppy. Like, we gotta make sure Poppy's there.
Right, of course. So we're gonna drive to the middle. We're gonna drive into town, and as we're doing it, we're going. We caught the
It's
Arglebargle.
on top of the car, on top of the beast.
We got the Arglebargle.
All right, you end up in town square, and pretty much like tourists and everyone. The mayor is there. There's and Poppy, like they all are gathering around. So, all right, yeah, in town square. The stage is yours. The Arglebargle is thing, mask still on top of your car.
Okay, so
You have the floor. You have the town's attention.
let's get it down off the roof rack
Right.
and stand him up with the all still wrapped up in the rope, and then we'll do a big speech.
And then
then
when
on
you
the count
pull the
of
mask up,
three-
you say who it is.
Yeah. You do it.
No, all of us together.
Oh, at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, here before you stands the Spooky Teen Squad.
Here to help our friend Poppy and her awesome museum, which is really cool and definitely deserves an A++.
More like an A+++++.
Well said, Slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the belief of the Spooky Teen Squad that this is not a monster, but just a man. And underneath that mask is...
Dr. Cross!
Yeah.
And you are correct.
Yeah!
And I would have got away with it if it weren't for you weird group of... And Poppy goes, what happened to his accent?
Well, you see, we have come to realize that Dr. Cross has been practicing his accent so that he can be the Arglebargle and make all of those crazy sounds.
And also probably just be whatever that accent was before.
Yeah, it's a combination of both of those things.
Yeah.
When he was learning one, he learned the other.
Yeah.
You can learn multiple things from books.
Books are so helpful and useful.
Read your books, kids.
But he helped set up the whole museum. Why would he want people to not go?
Well, that's because he told everybody that there was no actual Lewis and Clark artifacts in this town. But guess what? There are.
You brought the box, Declan?
I gotta show everybody.
Well, that's so smart. Good for you. Yeah, he was totally lying about not finding anything of real value so that once the museum shut down, he could sell it or display it and get all the credit and not have to share it with you, Poppy.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
And also, I would like to point out that we believe that the B story here is that Mr. Valentine is in cahoots with the mayor to turn that land into not protected land.
They can only do if Dr. Cross lies about finding anything of significance.
Oh, gasp crowd. Ooh, wow. That's
Murmur.
political intrigue. Call for a recount. All right. All right. So everybody, there's a lot of brouhaha, and then suddenly they're like, "Oh, there is a sheriff in town." Wow. Okay. So he goes, and there's a lot of it. So like, as all the people are celebrating, slapping you on the back, and they're hauling Dr. Cross off jail. So Poppy runs over like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you guys did this. This was amazing. How when did you? This morning, and you didn't. But how did you put this all together?"
Through sheer ingenuity and gumption.
And the power of friendship.
And also the power of moving onward.
Onward!
The end. Woo! All right, so thank you very much. That was the cry of the Arglebargle. Did you have a good time?
That was super fun.
Okay, that was a lot of
I
fun.
want to
All
do
right,
it
cool.
again right now.
All right, well, we'll be back for a future event. I believe next thing up will be another case of the murder mavens.
Yep, they're going to be solving some crimes and murders and mysteries.
I long to do a podcast where we just make food and not solve crimes.
Never.
So stay subscribed and come see us live. Neighborhood Comedy Theater, Mesa, Arizona. Check the website.